Hello everybody and welcome back to Wranglers Baseball. This is Super Mega Baseball 2 season mode and we are on to game 15 in our short 16 game season here in the Great Vacation League. Again, trying to help you decide where to go on your vacation. Do you want to go to the mountains or do you want to go to the beach? Taking a quick look here at the division standings. We are currently still leading in the Mountain Division, but it is a close race here as we come down to our last couple of games. The Beach Division still led by the Aquatics, who we actually beat in our last game. That was actually our first game that we have won on 50 Ego. So we'll have to see if we can carry over our great end to our stream and or set of games last time, and hopefully we can put together 2 in a row here as we get down to the end of the season. But before we get into this one, I did want to take a quick look at the last time we played the Swordfish. It was a close one. Havoc Middleman was our pitcher and we won 3-0, but again, that was before we upped our ego to 50. At that time, it was probably kind of hovering around the 43 mark. But in any case, we are going to get into this game now against the Swordfish. Second game this season against these guys. We've got our pitchers set and ready to go. It looks like it is going to be Van Campbell versus Deakiness. I think that is how you pronounce her name. But let's go ahead and get into this one. We're going to make a couple of adjustments here, I think. Mr. John Johns is getting a little tired, our catcher. So we are going to need to replace him. And their only option there is Mr. Butterman. So he is going to replace John Johns. Looks like John Johns is getting a little bit tired. And it is time to make a change there. Hopefully he'll be back for our last game of the season. He's one of our better hitters. So it will be nice to see him get back into the lineup for us. And that's going to do it for kind of the pre-game, as you will. So let's go ahead and get into this game. Thank you for watching. If you like, please hit that thumbs up button. If you have not subscribed, please do so. And also, obviously, you want to hit that bell so you do not miss any more Wranglers baseball action. And here we go, folks. Game 15 in our short 16 game season. The Swordfish versus the Wranglers. The Wranglers, of course, are looking to win 2 in a row after winning their first game on 50 Ego. So let's go ahead and take it down to the field. We're going up against Smoke Ocean, Poonsley, Yellington, and Emma Brooks here to start this game. Smoke Ocean, that's a good name for the Beach Division. I think there's going to have to be some trades in the off season, making some, mostly because of people's names, even Menace Reef on our name. I feel like that's a little bit more of a beach name, mostly just because of the reef name. So I think you know, we might be making some changes moving into our next season. So we'll have to wait and see. First, we got to finish this one. Again, very excited to see where this goes. We've got to win one, if not both, of our games today to make it to the playoffs. Now 0-2. Let's see, what should we come with here? Let's come with the slider out low into the outside on purpose. We get him to swing. I probably didn't need to dive there. That's not a good start. That was just silliness. Poonsley, Yellington now up to bat. Ooh, thought about bunting there, it looked like. It pulled back. Let's come with the changeup now, low into the outside. Ball 2. Got to throw a strike here soon. Get one up there. That is fouled off for strike number 1. Come back with the slider down and inside, and he pops that one up. Butterman looks like he's going to get over there and make the catch. That is going to be out number 1, and that's going to bring up now Emma Brooks. She's got some good power. Probably should not give her anything really to swing at if we can help it. Let's come high and inside now. Ball 1 there. Now let's come back low and outside. Thank you guys for watching tonight. I appreciate it. Hope everyone's having a good Friday night. decided to be streaming here. This stream really is going to decide if we're going to be making the playoffs or not, as we are down to our last 2 games of our season in the Great Vacation League, trying to help you decide whether or not you're going to go to the mountains or the beach on your vacation. And Campbell's got it going here a little bit. This is an interdivisional matchup between the Wranglers, who are leading the Mountain Division currently, but barely, just a half game ahead of the Logmen, who are in second place, going up against the Swordfish. Their record is currently 7-7. I can't quite remember actually where they sit. I think they're in third place, if I remember correctly, in the Beach Division. Dennis Reef now up to bat. We learned in our last game that we really got to be patient and not be afraid to take strikes. And in that one, we just pop it up, kind of into the gap there. The second baseman goes all the way back to catch that one. And that is going to bring up now Nick O'King, sitting at a .255 average with a couple of home runs on the season. We're going to kind of wait for first pitch strikes, I think. Oh, that was a silly one. I shouldn't have swung at that one. Outside there for ball number 1. And I should have swung at that one. Catches me looking for strike number 3 and out number 2, and that's going to bring up Shaz Hatter, one of our best hitters.
That pitch is too low.
Again, we're just trying to be patient. I keep saying that because I'm trying to remind myself. There we go. Now 2-1. And there is a base hit right up the middle. Almost got past the center fielder, but not quite. That's going to put Shaz Hatter on first, and bring up Jack Lopez, probably our best hitter at this point. It's kind of a toss-up between Shaz Hatter and Jack Lopez. Who is our best hitter, really? Jack Lopez is probably hitting the ball a little bit better right now. That was not a good at-bat. Not a good at-bat at all. Watch 2 strikes and then swing at one in the dirt. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that ends the first inning. First up here for the Swordfish is Miss Sicily, Saffron Sicily. Trying to pitch it high into the outside. Throwing some balls here. There we go for strike number 1. Let's come back with the fastball high and inside. That's a good spot. And there we go. That is going to be out number 1. Good pitching there. Missed a couple pitches, but able to turn that around and get back on track there. There we go. This is going to be out number 2. Next up here is Youngwood. At least I can't quite see that one very well. I think that's what it says. Y-A-U-G-H-D. First name Ethan. All right. Down into the inside again for strike number 2. We're going to come with the slider now to the outside. Purposely kind of missed it out there, but that catches the edge for strike number 3. Great pitching there by Van Campbell. Started out the inning a little bit questionable, but pulled it together. Next up now for the Wranglers, Larry Curtis, Severus Sasso, and Frank Butterman. Larry Curtis currently has a .348 average, a home run, and some RBIs there.
Too high.
There we go, too high for ball number 1.
Nope, that's inside.
There, inside, didn't catch. Usually that one catches the inside. There we go for strike number 1. Now we're ready. And there we go, base hit right up the middle. Very similar to Shaz Hatter's hit. Next up now, Severus Sasso, 321, 5 home runs, and 11 RBIs. He's kind of been playing like he started the season struggling, then kind of hit a hot streak. And then he kind of started struggling again, but now he's kind of hit a hot streak again. So hopefully we continue here in this game with the hot streak, as he does get a base hit here. Nice way to start. We're going to hold our guy at second there. And that's going to bring up Frank Butterman. Hasn't had a whole lot of playing time. Really, this is just our secondary catcher.
Inside, off the plate.
I think this is really only his second time really playing in a game, but our starting catcher, John Johns, is looking pretty tired, so we needed to give him a day's rest here. Now 3-1. And there's the pitch we wanted, but it looks like it's going to be caught out there at right field for out number 1. Good at bat there. Felt like I was being patient. And that's going to bring up now Ryan Dropkin, who is locked in, 381 average. There's a strike right off the bat. Outside for ball 1. Oh, I thought that one was going to curve back in. That is just a pop-up to the catcher for out number 2. And that's going to bring up our pitcher, Van Campbell, who obviously is not much of a hitter with a 167 average. We'll see if he can get lucky here and get a base hit.
That pitch is inside.
Count now 1-1. Swung on that one late. Ball 2. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one, but it is going to drop down, and we're going to try to get a man home. He is able to get there, and that is going to be a run scored. Van Campbell helping himself with the RBI there, and that's going to bring us back to the top of the order in Menace Reef. Nice hit, just enough by Van Campbell to bring home a run. Trying to be a little bit more aggressive on the base path. That's going to go out to right center, but my guess is that is going to get caught. And it is by the right fielder. That is going to be out number 3. But the Wranglers are able to get on the board with a RBI by the pitcher, Van Campbell. Had a man on first and second and just kind of hit a blooper. Able to hit it in the gap there between the infield and the outfield, just enough to get a man home. Actually, it was just slow enough really to allow for our guy from second to get all the way home. So good job for Van Campbell here helping himself. That's going to be a pop-up. We'll see if Butterman can get it. No, that's going to be out of play. Slider now down and in for the strikeout, and Van Campbell continues to pitch well. Feeling like we need to switch some things up, purposefully trying to throw it out of the zone there. Had a lot of really great feedback. I posted my last video to Reddit, kind of in the Super Mega Baseball forums, if you will, and got a ton of great feedback. I really appreciate it. I really appreciated everything that everybody had to say, giving me some great advice on things to work on, things to make myself better. Between pitching and batting, being a little bit more aggressive on the base, base running. That's probably my biggest issue, really, is base running. For the most part, I either make a decision too late and or I hit the wrong button. That seems to be my biggest issue. 2 balls here to start, and there's the first strikes. Now we're swinging away here, but that's going to be a ball back to the inside. 3-1 now. And we're going to come with the power hit. Why the heck not? That's another thing that was suggested, and it works out there for a base hit. Next up here is Shaz Hatter, again one of our best hitters. He's able to have a base hit in the first inning. Let's see if he can get another one here. He gets a chance. He hits one out to right, but it looks like that is going to come up just short of the warning track. and be caught for out number 1. Probably not quite patient enough there. But it's done now, and that's going to bring up Jack Lopez. And there's strike number 1. That one was probably a little bit too far to the outside. That's going to be a double play ball. But Jack Lopez is able to beat it out at first, so it is just an out, a force out at second. And that's going to bring up Larry Curtis. Another nice pitch there, opening strike. We're starting to learn what I'm doing here.
That pitch is too low.
Here's our ball 1. And that's going to drop down in there. Not enough to advance the base runners, so we're going to have runners now at first and second with Severus Sasso up to bat. He seems like when he wants to, he can be a clutch hitter. So let's see if he can be clutch now. There's strike number 1.
Outside.
Now ball 1.
Strike.
Whoa, that was not a good swing.
Foul ball.
Fouled that one off. 1 and 2. And that one is hit hard out to the outfield. Whoops! And I'm see. I'm getting myself in trouble. Hitting wrong buttons. Hitting wrong buttons, but now the bases are loaded for Frank Butterman. Hasn't had a whole lot of a chance to really hit and or bat here in this season. He comes out in this game with a huge opportunity with the bases loaded. 2 balls to start, and that's a strike. Now 2 and 1. Swinging on that one to make it now 2 and 2. Fought that one off. It looks low, and it is for ball 3. That's a foul. Shouldn't have swung at that one. That one would have been low. That would have been a walk and a run scored. Poonsley, Yellington, Emma Brooks, and Rand McSticks are going to be up next for the Swordfish. Now in the top of the 4th inning. Again, we're just playing 7-inning games here, as I wanted to have a little bit of fun with this season, make it somewhat short in that I was only going to play 16 games, as well as only play 7-inning games, just to kind of make them go by a little bit faster. And we're down to our last 2 games of the season, so I feel pretty good about how things have gone. Helps me decide where I want to go next, what I want to do in season 2, because yes, there will be a season 2. That one kind of missed where I wanted to throw it, but luckily it wasn't looking to swing, so that is a strike. See if we can get him for the strikeout right here. And he gets one up out there to left. Got to get over there. Able to do so, and that is out number 1. That's going to bring up now Emma Brooks. We're going to start with the slider. Let's start with the slider high. Why the heck not? I don't normally do that. Hey, see, caught her off guard. That is out number 2. McSticks now up to bat here. Let's go high and inside to start for him. And that's going to work out well as well. Really quick inning there, a half inning I should say, as Van Campbell continues to pitch well. Ryan Dropkin, Van Campbell, and Menace Reef up next. Normally having your pitcher coming up to bat would you'd be a little nervous about, but Van Campbell's already had an RBI in this game, so it doesn't really make me too nervous. Well, and there we go, not being patient. And that's now strike number 2. We got a swing now to fight that one off. Right over to the short to stop and back to first for out number 1. Van Campbell now up to bat. And they're actually going to switch out their pitcher at this point. Interesting choice. That's a ball to the inside. There's the first strike. Now we're swinging away.
Too high.
Too high for ball 2. Get a higher here, Van Campbell. Although he's just watching everything.
ball.
There's a foul. Got him watching. I thought that one was going to be a low and or outside, but I was wrong. That's going to bring up Menace Reef, top of the order. I'd love to see him get on base. See, now we're being impatient. I'm losing it here. All right, we got to refocus here. Saffron Sicily, Vip Baker, and Ethan Yugd are going to be up here now for the Swordfish here at the top of the 5th. Let's see if Van Campbell can continue to pitch well. Pop up there, another first pitch swing. Not able to get over there. I don't know what in the world happened there. That should have been an out. Very weird. All right, we need to throw something here to throw her off guard. Let's come high into the inside. Oh, that's not really where I wanted to go. That's ball 1. That's okay. Low into the inside. Curveball got her for out number 1. Finally, way more pitches than should have been necessary. We really should have caught that one on the foul, but unfortunately not able to do so. So then Van Campbell's got to throw a bunch more pitches. There's going to be a pop-up to Butterman. That's one's going to go out of play. Let's come back with a changeup to the outside.
Nope. Outside.
Now let's come with the curve back to the inside, and that is going to be a base hit right up the middle. Nice at-bat there. That's going to bring up Ethan Yugd, currently 0 for 1 on the day. Going to start low into the inside here to start for ball 1. Let's come back the inside, and that one has popped up out to Severus Sasso out in center. He should be able to catch that one easily for out number 2. Next up is Fleshman. He is also 0 for 1 today. Low and inside for ball 1. And that is going to be out number 3, taking us to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Wranglers still leading 1-0. Nickel King, Shaz Hatter, and Jack Lopez up to bat. Let's see if we can get a little rally going here. We need to get back on our thought process and point that we need to be a little bit patient.
Inside, off the plate.
And at the end of that last inning, I just started swinging it all the time. Like right there. That was a ball all the way. And so probably would have that been. But that is another strikeout. And Shaz Hatter is now up to bat. He is 1 for 2 on the day. Let's see if we can be a little bit more patient here. Ball 2, that's a good start. I'm assuming this one's going to be a strike, but ooh, I thought that was going to be high. That was probably a little bit too high. Probably shouldn't have swung at that one. 2-2 now. Outside for 3-2. And there is a hit up the middle, but the shortstop snags it. And Shaz Hatter is unable to beat it out at first, and that is going to be out number 2. Now Jack Lopez up to bat. We need him to do something special here. Be nice to get another run. Whew. All right. I gotta think about swinging, which I should have done there. This pitcher has kind of got it going for me. I can't figure out what her pitches are doing. Lancaster, Ocean, and Yellington now are up. So this is their pitcher. Hopefully this is somewhat of an easy out, but actually they're going to change things out to Norwest. He's one of our nemesis from the Logbins team, as Norwest on their team. I'm assuming it's this guy's brother. Has hit a couple of home runs against us. Hopefully his brother doesn't do the same here.
That pitch is too low.
There is ball number 1. Might need to reassess here what we need to do with should have dove there. I was thinking about it, but just too late. That is a nice hit and a double play, or excuse me, a double, getting all the way to second there on that hit. Smoke ocean, so he didn't hit a home run, but he had a nice double. And that's going to be another one hit out to a weird spot on the field there. I'm feeling like I got to help my guys a little bit more than I normally do, but that is going to be a run scored on another double, back-to-back doubles. Able to bring Northwest home. That's going to tie up the score now 1-1 with Yellington coming up to bat. Might be time to think about a change here. They're hitting the ball well. That's going to put runners now at first and third. Emma Brooks now up to bat. I don't know that Van Campbell's really struggling. Maybe they're just getting used to what he's throwing.
Inside.
Thought about a bunt there. Changeup looks like it's going to miss, and it is a bunt, and that is an out, as it was a pop-up to Butterman, and he catches it for out number 1. McSticks now up to bat. He is... Need to just get that one over to first. That is going to allow a run to score. Probably should have tried for the double play there, but I wasn't sure if I could get it, so I just wanted to make sure I got at least one out, but I sacrificed the run there in the process. Maybe not the best decision on my part, but it is what it is. Done now. Got to move on. There's strike number 2. Let's come back high and inside. Whoops, I missed. But that doesn't matter because it is strike number 3 and out number 3. And they're going to bring in Edwards now to pitch. I think I'm going to have to think about making a change in the pitching next time we are up to pitch here. Actually, they're going to bring in a new fielder as well. Strike number 1 right over the middle. This guy's got a weird... This is going to take a little bit of getting used to here. What in the world? A little bit more over-the-top throw. And that one is just hit simply to second base. That is going to be out number 1. After that weird kind of left-handed sidearm stuff, this is going to take a second to get used to. Let's keep watching a couple more pitches here. Strike number 1. That's going to be strike 2. There's one to the outside for ball 1. And there's our chance, but it is fouled off. Count 1 and 2. And there's a chance again. Another foul. That one was high. I shouldn't have swung at that one. Dang it. Frank Butterman now up to bat. Inside for ball 1. Ooh, I don't know about that. That looked really high. It is what it is. That's now 2 strikes in a row. That one looked low, but I felt like I needed to fight it off. Able to do that. But there's another hit to second base, over to first for out number 3. Now moving to the top of the 7th, the last inning here. We really need to hold the Swordfish from scoring anything and then give ourselves a chance in the bottom of the 7th to try to win this thing, if at all possible. Decker is now up to bat. We are going to switch out our pitcher here. We're going to go ahead and bring in... let's bring in Emmett Beefy. Mostly just because I like his name. Right there to the inside. That is fouled off for strike number 1. Come with the changeup. Oop, I kind of missed that one there. It's all right. Strike number 2. We're going to come high and inside. Adam, ooh, hoping he was going to swing at it, but nope. Let's come back to the changeup. High and to the outside. Oh, come on. That was a strike. Oop, kind of missed that one. And he got it. And that one is going to go out for a home run. As I knew it as soon as I threw it, I missed the pitch right down the middle. Deckers hits a home run, and that is going to make the score now 3-1. Not at all how I drew it up in my mind. But nothing we can do about it now. Now we just got to play this game and hope no more runs can score. They seem to have got their bats going. They were struggling initially in this game, but now things are going for them for sure. Fleshman now up to bat. Try to get this double play here. Out number one, out number two for the double play. That's going to bring up now Edwards. Let's see if we can get this out and get out of this inning and see if we can do something in the bottom of the seventh. Having issues here controlling Emmett Beefy's pitches. There we go. Strike number one. That's ball three. I don't really want to throw one down the middle, but that's what we're going to have to do. There it is for strike number two, and let's come high and inside. Why not? See if we can get him to swing, and he does, but fouls it off. So the count is full. Let's come with the changeup back down and outside. And that is going to get over to our second baseman, over to first for the out. But they did have the solo home run there in the top of the seventh to make it now 3-1, and this is the last chance here for the Wranglers. Ryan Dropkin, Emmett Beefy, and Menace Reap up to bat. I don't think we will have Emmett Beefy bat. But let's see if Ryan Dropkin can get on base here. Inside for ball number one. Inside again, and he gets hit with the pitch. That's an interesting start here. We're going to substitute Emmett Beefy. Question is, who should we bring in to hit? Should we bring in Jefferson Howdy, Mac Cheesy, Trevor Did, Wesley Scales? He's got a lot of power, although I don't know that he's hitting the ball very well. Or John Johns, but he's struggling. He's weak right now. He's definitely not really an option. He's our starting catcher, and he's just tired. At this point, what the heck? Let's go with Wesley Scales, kind of going for the power. See if there's any way we can have him hit a home run or something silly. And there's inside for strike number one. Nice pitch. It's going to be high for ball number one. Inside for ball two. 2-1 now. That looks low, and it is for 3-1. Tried to come with the power swing there. Why the heck not? And that is going to be outside, and the batter is going to be walked. Interesting start here to this half inning as first batter gets hit and then walks the next one. High for ball number one here to start. Pitcher seems to be struggling here. Ball two. We got to take advantage. We got to take advantage of this. Ball three. There's the strike. Late on that swing. Trying to come with the... Everyone kind of had to hold steady there for a minute, and so that's going to get the bases loaded for Nickel King up to bat. No outs. This is our opportunity here. They are going to bring in a new pitcher, but that shouldn't matter. This is our one opportunity here to potentially get on the board. There's strike number one. That is ball two. 2-1. And that one is going to be an infield fly. Let's just get everybody back. right, Shaz Hatter, one of our best hitters. Hopefully he can take advantage here in this one. We really need to at this point. Don't make any silly mistakes. Just a base hit could tie this game.
That pitch is too low.
2-1. Strike 2, now 2-2. That's low. Whew, luckily that was a foul. And there's our chance, but what a play by the shortstop to catch that one. I thought for sure it was going to get through, but unfortunately it did not. And that's going to bring up Jack Lopez, who is one of our best hitters. Let's see if we can do something here. There's strike number 1.
Nope.
Low. 1-1 now. Fouled off for strike 2. And that one is going to be popped up. Very disappointing. Oh man, I am so disappointed, leaving 3 stranded in that game as we lose it here 3-1. What a terrible way to end it there, as we were able to get the bases loaded with no outs and unable to take advantage and score any runs. And we lose this one 3-1. We'll have to see how it shakes out here in the standings, as again we're playing our last 2 games of the season. We are currently leading by only a half game though in the Mountain West, or excuse me, in the Mountain Conference or Mountain Division. So we'll have to see here after we simulate things where things stand. Very disappointing loss, as we had every chance in the world there to, you know, just a simple base hit, something would have brought home a couple of runs. We're going to go ahead and simulate these games here and see what happens and see where this puts the standings. I hope that we are able to at least keep the lead. Hopefully the Logmen lose and or the Foresters lose. Foresters win. That makes their record 8-7. Logjam now. Wranglers, Logmen, and Foresters. Now it looks like the Foresters lost, so they are currently sitting at 8-8. Wranglers and the Logmen are tied at 8-7. Top 2 teams from each division are going to make the playoffs. So, you know, we still have a chance here. But ultimately, it looks like the Aquatics are going to take the Beach division. But we got one more game to play here. And it will be against the Sharks. It will be Cherry Bango versus Ty Hunt in our last game of the season. It looks like if we win, we're in. And if we lose, there's a whole lot of math that's involved that I don't understand. And so we'll have to wait and see what happens. So join us next time to find out if the Wranglers make the playoffs. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.